Our experience with Choose Love, this is our first year as a school implementing the curriculum, and we've seen huge growth in our students as far as their vocabulary and being more self-aware. The students are loving it, the teachers are loving it. We find it beneficial as teachers even for ourselves, not just for the students. And just having the time to focus on things other than academics and focusing on being good humans. So it's been nice to be a part of that.
My experience with Choose Love has been positive. The students in the classroom really enjoy the lessons. They enjoy learning the new strategies that are associated with the courage, gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion in action. And we're seeing the benefits in the classroom, the way they treat each other most of the time.
We have this program called Choose Love, and we've learned that when we are frightened or we're feeling like we can't do something, then there's this thing called brave breath. So we put our hand on our heart and our hand on our stomach, and then we breathe and close our eyes. And it helps us calm down when we're feeling scared or frightened to do something. And also just for me, keeping positive words in my body will help me stay calm and help me relax.
I think courage is doing the right thing when no one's looking. I'm thinking a person can show courage by, maybe if someone's bullying them or if someone's bullying their friends, they can stand up to that person and say, hey, that's not okay. You need to stop.
I know how to do brave breaths and breathe calmly and not think of anything negative.
I stand up for myself. Courage is when you're brave and you do the right thing.
Some of the benefits we've experienced are just our behavior, a shift in behavior, a shift in our thinking, being aware of making good choices and choosing love. So trying to take some emotions we may feel and shift them in a positive direction. So it's benefited the kids, it's benefited the staff. We've even implemented it with parents, so it's benefited the parents also. Me specifically, it's impacted me as a teacher, trying to manage my impulsivity a little and take those brave breaths and take a minute and calm my body. And it's influenced me outside of school also, because I found myself thinking of all the things I'm teaching and learning and applying them to my own life and making sure that I'm choosing love as much as possible.
One of the benefits that the students and I have experienced is mostly because the Choose Love has given me a different way of teaching the kids and how I look at problems, and so my patience is I have more patience with the kids. I have a different vocabulary that I use with them, and it's a common vocabulary for them. So sometimes when they have challenging problems, I treat it differently than I would have in the past, and their response has been better. Yeah, so it's benefited me as a person and as a teacher.
Gratitude, it gives you hope sometimes, and and that helps me when I'm in trouble.
I think being grateful can help you about what things that are difficult, is because maybe you're on a really hard math test, and then you can think about something that you're thankful for, and it'll calm you down, and then you can focus more, and then you can do better on the test.
If things are difficult, you can just tell yourself, I have a good life, I have good family, I have a nice family, I have nice friends, and I have everything that I need.
To be thankful for something, when you're having a hard time, just showing gratitude is just remembering what you are remember the things that you could be thankful for instead of this one thing that you are not thankful for.
Do you think? I think it's translated into benefiting them because they respond better and they understand where I'm coming from and what vehicle we're looking at. So especially the forgiveness part, because some of them come from lives that are challenging, and so being able to leave those challenges outside of the classroom, it gives me an opportunity to talk to them that you need to forgive yourself before you walk into class. So the anger sometimes stays out of class that they're carrying from what happened at home or other things that are outside of our control.
I think forgiveness is letting it go. If you're just gonna be angry, that's not doing forgiveness. It's like you're just like, so like it made you angry, and you're like, oh, can you please say sorry? And you don't. It's just bothering you the whole day. That's not letting it go.
It helps you choose love instead of anger, and it helps you choose good instead of hate, because it kind of like gets to you, like I said, like it's like something in your heart that you feel like I have to let out, that you have to let out. And then once you forgive, it goes out, so it helps you by kind of giving you that freeness that you didn't have before you forgave.
I think it does, because you're not giving them your power, and it makes yourself, it does make you feel good, because you're mature enough to not hold a grudge against anybody, because there's much worse things that people go through.
I say it's don't choose revenge, choose forgiveness. It helps me by calming down and not letting anger get to my thoughts.
My students have experienced several benefits after this first year of implementing the Choose Love curriculum. First of all, they are familiar with the terms, and it's also so it's been fun to hear them say, "Don't forget to show gratitude," or "I forgive you," or to work with that language. That's been one of the benefits. It's also been really interesting to have the kids talk about these, or to dive into these concepts a little bit deeper than what we typically would have taught them as surface level concepts of compassion or any of those things. So that's been really interesting. My kids this year have also been really excited about the compassion in action, because not only just showing compassion, but then what are you going to do and how do you do that? So that's been motivating for them to kind of put that concept into use.
I think compassion is empathy, and empathy is understanding how someone else feels and reacting to it in a positive way.
The benefits of compassion is that you have a good time and you feel that good feeling in you, and then everyone else, when you do it to someone else, they start to feel compassion in them, and then it keeps spreading. Well, compassion in action? Well, I think it has two parts. First, the compassion, when it's taking yourself into someone else's shoes and trying to feel how they feel. And then in action, when you're showing that in action and not expecting anything else back.
I would definitely recommend this program to any other school. I think it's important that kids, and even us as adults, that we're thinking about these things and we're taking them in, and students need to learn this more than ever, because right now there's such a push on academics, math and reading, that we're forgetting that these are going to be the people that are running this place and the time to come. So we need to make sure that they have the skill set and they learn these different traits and qualities so they can apply it to their lives and be better people and make the world a better place.
I would definitely recommend other schools and institutions select Choose Love, because it's personal and it's an easy curriculum to integrate within what you're already doing, and it's something that's so important for the kids, because they have to learn how to express themselves and how to overcome these challenges that they have. And even if we think some of the challenges are small, to them they're big, and if they don't have a vehicle to get past them, they tend to perseverate over it and not be able to get past it and learn. So the Choose Love gives them that vehicle so that they can learn.
Once in a lullaby.